The LA Chargers make another really smart move. No surprise, Jim Harbaugh's got this thing rolling. If you're new to the channel, we make videos for the Chargers because we're Detroit Lions fans here in Detroit or here in Michigan, and we are Jim Harbaugh fans, and we are following him as he heads off to LA, and just can't wait to see him do what he did here at Michigan and what he's always done at every place he goes. And so our main channel is Sports Talk Detroit, but we are following along with the Chargers as they really just can't wait to see how they transition. So another smart move. The first thing that the Chargers have done, Jim Harbaugh has done, and that he's going to do, and that we saw him do at Michigan, was change the coaching staff and dial that in. He is really good at getting assistants. And so in Michigan's case, it took 3 or 4 years. They were good, but not elite like they were the last couple of years. And that eliteness came when he found and really went after really good coaches. And so he just found 2 more. And let's talk about it. So the first one is so a Michigan guy is going to follow him over. So DB coach Steve Clinkscale is going to the Chargers. Now, here's the big deal about him. He is an elite recruiter. I know you don't recruit in NFL, but what that tells me is you're good with people, you understand things, like you get it, you're personable, all those things that NFL players are just kind of like, yep, I get it, I respect it, and I love it. So he's 46 years old. He's the 5th member of Michigan's coaching staff to go to LA. And the other ones, top end, best coaches out there. Jesse Minter, he comes to Michigan. Their defense just shines. Strength and conditioning coach. Michigan is tough, physical. Guess what the Chargers are going to be, right? So like all the best Michigan guys. So here he is. He's the DB's coach. And the DBs at Michigan had like 9 DBs that were just awesome. And so that's recruiting, that's development, but then that's coaching as well. So Clinkscale spent the last 3 seasons with Michigan. UM's defense ranked in the top 30 in the country in pass defense, top 20 in pass efficiency. They went 40-3 during his tenure with wins over Ohio State, 3 big championships, 3 college football appearances, and the national championship. So the dude just wins. And so that's number one. And then for Jim Harbaugh to grab him and take him tells you everything you need to know too. Like, I don't even need to know much about this guy, but if Jim Harbaugh wants him, then he's going to be solid. Now, the latest move, very similar thing. Safeties coach Chris O'Leary is leaving Notre Dame for Los Angeles Chargers. So a lot of people believe that at Notre Dame, this is one of the top assistants. He's coming over. Again, another top recruiter. Obviously, understand there's no recruiting in the NFL, but there is. Like, you're always selling someone on something. So this guy's coming over. People want to work with him. People like him. That's the vibe that Harbaugh's been having over the last few years, and he's getting these guys. So O'Leary, let's just talk about him here 1 second. Here we go. O'Leary is the 3rd full-time assistant coach to leave the program. And when Harbaugh took over the job this offseason after leading to a Michigan title, he took several Michigan staffers with him, including former Notre Dame defensive line coach Mike Elston. And so now he adds this guy. The theme with these 2 guys, college guys, so they know how to relate and coach the young guys that are coming in. You don't need to coach Justin Herbert, like in the same way that you need to coach up a rookie to develop that first year, that second, third year. Like those are the big years that Jim Harbaugh, what I've really noticed over his last few years, the development of his players, like they're hardened dudes. And this is in college. So they come in as freshmen. By the time they're juniors, it's like, what am I looking at? They're studs, man. And so the reason I say all this is because Jim Harbaugh, step one, staff. And he learned that at Michigan when he got rid of Don Brown as the defensive coordinator, who was he blitzed almost every play. It's like, let's play real defense. Jesse Minter, Mike McDonald, right? Mike McDonald, who's now the Seahawks head coach. He was the Michigan's defensive coordinator just a couple of years ago. Jim Harbaugh finds him. star coach, star. So if Jim Harbaugh wants you on your staff, you're a star. Like, we can just say that now. And so to see him come in, revamping the staff, which you knew he would do, but in one like press conference, what a difference between your old coach and your new coach. And coaching in football matters. You got to have players. Chargers got them. Like, Chargers have players. That's the thing that I think we just kind of forget is like they have players. Let's pull up. I just want to look at this. And again, this is from an outsider's perspective. The 2023 depth chart. You start looking at what the Chargers have, and it's like, okay, Justin Herbert, check. Eckler, check. Keenan Allen, check. Quentin Johnston, watch him just start flourishing. Everett, stud. Offensive line, fine. We'll adjust that. We'll fix that up. Defensively, and this is where it's going to get wild. Defensively, if you're a fan of the Chargers, you've seen this just like tissue paper of a defense. Okay, fine. We got Derwin James, Khalil Mack, right? Asante Samuel Jr., what's up? Nick Williams. You have players, and it's a mentality, it's a physicality. This offseason, going into this, I mean, Jim Harbaugh, this mentality of like, we play for each other and we play hard. And every team says that, but you can look at Jim Harbaugh's resume and it just says, yeah, but we do it better. We're going to play more physical than everybody and harder. Joey Bosa. Oh yeah, forgot about that guy. Joey Bosa, right? Go look at the star. Those stars are there. And then you've got Jim Harbaugh coming in with his development, his coaching staff, Mike McDonald, or excuse me, Jesse Minter, Jay Harbaugh, the two that we just talked about here. There's 4 guys that have been recruiting, working with young players, and now look out. I mean, it's going to be crazy. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be all over the Chargers, talking about the moves that they make, the offseason, and things that they do, and kind of compare it to what we've seen Jim Harbaugh do over the last 7-8 years at Michigan. And so if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and we will be all over this. Our main channel, again, is Sports Talk Detroit. You can check that out anytime that you want. Lions, oof, man, Lions so close, yet so far away. As a new year, another try to get to the Super Bowl. See you on the next one.